friends, today I have yet another new book called 10 Ways to Hear Snow. It's by Cathy Camper and the illustrator is Kenard Pak. I think my cat Pearl wants to help us read today. I hope that's okay. So I like this book because it reminds me of all the fun we had over Valentine's weekend when it snowed so much here in Portland. I also like it because this is a special story about a little girl and her grandma is from a country called Lebanon, and they're going to make a special dish together. Isn't that pretty? Those are grape leaves, and grape leaves are one of the most important parts of this dish that they're going to make together. When Lena woke up, everything was quiet. Sorry, she's not making it very easy, is she? No cars honked, no buses chugged, no garbage trucks gulped trash across the street. Snow! Last night's blizzard was gone, leaving the city muffled and quiet. I think that might have been my favorite part of the snow, is that everything was so quiet. I loved it. It was just really, really nice. But today was Grape Leaf Day, when Lena would help her grandma make warrap inab. City was losing her eyesight, and Lena loved helping her cook. I want to tell City about the snowstorm and make sure she's okay. But the snow's so deep, Lena's mom said. We could go with you, Lena's dad offered, but Lena wanted to go to City's by herself. Stay warm, Habibti, her dad told her. Lena bundled up. If you have a cat, you know they have a mind of their own. She's going to do exactly what she wants to do. Outside, the sun on the snow was as bright white as a light bulb. Lena squinched her eyes and pulled her scarf over her nose. She could barely see. I wonder if this is how City feels, Lena thought. The world sounded softer, but the noises she heard were clear. When it snowed here, did you notice how quiet it was? Scrape, 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 scrape. What was that? It was Mrs. Watson's shovel digging out the sidewalk. That's one way to hear snow, Lena thought. Lena walked down the street. Snack, snick, snuck. The noise was low to the ground. What was that? It was the treads of Lena's boots crunching crunching snow into tiny waffles. Two ways to hear snow. Lena ducked under a pine tree. Ploof! A powdery sound. A blue jay on a branch had knocked down the snow. 3 ways to hear snow, Lena counted. She listened for more. Swish, 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 swish. What was that soft, whiskery noise? People were sweeping snow off their cars. Their brushes made the 4th way to hear snow. I never really thought about that. Have you? Different ways to hear snow? But she's right. Those all make different sounds, and they all have something to do with the snow. Lena cut across the park. Scritch, scratch, scritch, scratch. Another snow noise? Lena saw long, skinny tracks by her boots. Ahead of her, people were skiing. Their skis made the 5th way to hear snow. So I saw people skiing on our street when it snowed so much recently. Rachid and Miriam were building a snowman. Pat, pat, pat. What was that? It was Mittens smoothing the snowman's head. The gentle sound made the 6th way to hear snow. As Lena walked away, her friends whispered and laughed. Thump! Oh no! Lena ran away fast from the 7th way to hear snow. Do you see what they're doing? They're throwing a snowball at her. I don't know about you, but I don't really want people throwing snowballs at me. I don't think it feels very good. Lena reached City's building, all out of breath, her boots covered with the white powder. Stomp, 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 Lena giggled. She was making the 8th way to hear snow. Hello, Lena, said the lady in the lobby. Go on in. She pointed toward Lena's grandma's room. Lena tapped on the door. Surprise, City, it's me. I came to make grape leaves with you. Lena threw her coat and mittens on the radiator to dry. Wonderful. The lamb and rice are ready, City said. Yalla, I can't wait, Lena shouted. Let's get started. Lena rinsed the grape leaves and placed them on the towels. Put some filling in the center, roll them up, and put them in the pot, City instructed. So I guess this is a mixture of lamb and rice, and I'm not sure what else it is. Now, I know most of you know I don't eat meat, so if I ever made this, I wouldn't use lamb. I would probably use a lot of rice and vegetables and then roll it up. They're like little grape leaf cocoons, Lena said, looking at them piled on the plate. Or lots of little sleeping bags, City replied. Ha! Mine looks like a mustache. Lena held her stuffed grape leaf under her nose. City held hers under her nose, too. That's good. She wrinkled up her face and said, we look like a couple of real tough guys, she said in a tough guy voice. City, did you know we had a blizzard last night? Of course. Lena was surprised. How could her grandma know when she couldn't see very well? Then she heard a noise. Drip, drip went the mittens. It was the sound of snow melting. 9 ways to hear snow. Suddenly, Lena understood how City knew. City, did you hear the snow? City smiled. Each morning I opened the window and listened. Today everything sounded hushed and soft. No noise in the street. That sound means it's snowing. City, I listened too. I heard snow 9 different ways. Shovels were 1, boots were 2, the blue jay was 3. Slow down, Habiti. I want to hear them all, but right now, shh. City went to the window and opened it again. Listen, she said. Outside, the late blue afternoon was completely still. When it snows, it's fun to walk around in and it's fun to play outside, and it's really fun to go back inside and maybe have hot chocolate or cuddle up and read a book or watch a movie or play games. Quiet is the 10th way to hear snow. I like the pictures in this book. I think they're very nice. So I was looking at the author. This is an author I haven't heard about before, but she wrote a book called Low Riders in Space, which definitely sounds like a book that we should have. Anyway, here they are again. She and her grandmother out in the snow. I hope you enjoyed that book. I like it. It's a very peaceful, quiet book, and I really like that. All right, friends, happy reading.